What is happening, everybody? Carter here with Edged Mindset. Thank you for joining me on this pretty awesome day. I hope you're having an awesome day, morning, evening, whatever the case may be. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you are well, and I hope you're having an awesome time. I'm having a pretty good day. Went to work. I was there a little bit longer than I'd like to be. Came home and took care of some stuff, hung out with the family, and I had a sweet package, well, hopefully sweet package, waiting for me. And I thought, what better way than to share the opening pleasure of this package than with my online knife friends. Man, I am a grade 10 problem child with figuring out how boxes open. You think with the amount of unboxings that I've done that I'd have it by now, but I struggle. There we go. This is coming from EDC Lifestyle. Pretty cool website. Pretty cool people, pretty cool person. So check them out if you're interested. But we have a Microtech. If you could not guess, based on the title, based on the patch, and based on the fact that it's pretty much all I've been getting lately is Microtechs. This one is pretty cool, though. I think it'll be pretty dang cool. Let's take a look at the signage here. So we have a Makora. This is the first Makora I've ever handled or held. Weathered orange standard, weathered orange bubble inlay, nickel boron internals, part of the signature series. But what's cool about this is this was the Blade West Show special. And what's even cooler than the fact that it's a Blade Show special is it came in at a special price of about, like, I don't know, let me do the math, $150 less than, I know, I thought you were going to say, you probably thought I was going to say it cost $150, and you were like, oh, that's a steal. $150 less than the normal Makora price. So just under $300 for a signature series Makora 10 2023. Got that cool ant emblem on the pocket clip there. This features, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, DLC hardware. I believe this clip is DLC, the switch is DLC, and then anodized handle. And then it's got cool bubble inlays right there. So yes, this is actual physical texture of bubble inlays. I'm not sure if it's aluminum or stainless inlays, one of the two. And then it has a orange Cerakote that fades to like kind of a black type weathering is what they call it. And then there is the blade, which has the exact same treatment. Orange blade fading to black. Orange is not my favorite color, but whenever I get a chance to add something like this to the collection that I have not experienced yet, at a lower price, I got to jump on it. I have to jump on it. So what's cool about these, too, is I didn't get this at the show. I was at the show. I was at Blade Show West. But these have been available at retailers. And, you know, they've been selling, but not as much as I would expect, given the value here. This is typically what you would pay like secondary market for a Makora, a normal Makora. And then this one's the signature series with the cool orange if you're into orange. I believe they did a green version of this for the USN show, if I'm not mistaken. Similar type thing, similar price point. So really cool that Microtech is offering not only cool finishes and additions for shows, but special pricing. And special pricing at dealers too. So you don't have to wait in line at the show in order to take advantage of it. You can see it's got satin flats just running on that spine right there, which is kind of interesting. Both sides. This is very similar in size and overall kind of shape and everything to the Ultratech, which honestly, if I'm being honest, and I like being honest with you guys, I was a little, I'm not super experienced with the Makora, so excuse me if I get this wrong. I feel like the old school Makoras were big. They were really long, slender knives, kind of like the Cleric 2 from Heretic Knives. But when they came out, when they re-released these, they are smaller and Ultratech size, and it does make me wonder where this fits in terms of need, right? They already have the Ultratech. I'm guessing that it's using the same type machining. I don't know. I don't know if this is like the same blade that you'd find in Ultratech. Obviously it has inlays, but it does make me wonder, why not just release an Ultratech Signature Edition with bubble inlays and just call this an Ultratech? I don't know. Still kind of cool though, and I like having the ant on there. So for those that don't know, back in the day, the Microtechs had a connection to like animals, right? Well, I mean, they still do. The Combat Troodon has a connection to dinosaurs, and the old school Combat Troodons actually had a dinosaur head on them. The Scarab still has a scarab on it. The Makora has an ant on it. What else do we have? I'm not sure what the Troodon had, but they would have these kind of etched out animal heads and insignias on the pocket clips of the old school ones. That started to kind of fade away. I do like this glass breaker though. That is cool. Completely different glass breaker design than what's on the Ultratech. Might be cool to do a comparison between the two. I don't know if there's enough to really do a video on. Just doing a close-up view of this. Standard trigger right there. Action feels good. Feels like an Ultratech. Super smooth. Everything is right in line with what you'd expect. I feel like the action's better than the last few Ultratechs I've had, but I'm not a big Ultratech guy. I generally go for the larger knives. So I'm not as well versed in some of these small ones. In fact, if it wasn't for this special kind of cool edition with the pricing, I don't know if I would have picked a Makora up. Kind of glad I did though. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do you guys think of the Makora? I like the inlays. The inlays are dope. There's a few different kinds. I think they do grip tape, and then you've got the bubble inlays here, which I guess I heard that these bubble inlays are like old school. They used to have them back in the day, and they've recently kind of brought them back. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't recall when I used to be into Microtechs back in the day, and I wasn't into them like way back, back in the Vero Beach days, but when I was back into them in like 2012 to 15, I don't recall seeing this inlay style on anything, but it could have been I just didn't notice, or maybe this is even before that time. So if you know, let me know. If you know, let me know down below in the comments if they ever used these bubble inlays before, or if this is something new. I heard it was they used to do it and it's come back, but I don't know. All right, guys. You take it easy. Have a good rest of your day or evening. I'm going to pick up this piece of white something over here, and I will catch you guys on the next video.